You know.
Okay.
All right, Shalom Akim. We would like to start off by giving our honor and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Kakodash. Double honors to our apostles, a great millstone, Ruel. Peace and blessings to the house of David, the elect. I'm Zahaba to my left.
Kazak.
All right. Hey, today we're going to go into a live stream entitled The Great He Is. All right. The Great He Is, man, because, you know, when we grew up in these churches, a lot of us grew up in these churches, I can speak for myself, we weren't taught the true power that that's written about in the scriptures, man. All right. You definitely weren't taught that power, all right, in the school system, man. All right. Your mom couldn't tell you. You might have gone over certain accounts in the you know, but it was like a fairy tale version of those accounts, man. All right, so through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shema Shai, we're going to get into Yahweh Shema Shai, because you're going to find out that we're very microscopic and insignificant to the Most High, man. All right, so you can start with Isaiah 40 and 22. All right, and shalom to the Akim, all right, and to the sisters in this chat room. All right, may you brothers and sisters be edified. All right, we almost out of here, man. All right.
Isaiah chapter 40, verse 22. It is he that sitteth upon the circle of the earth.
It is he that sitteth upon the circle of the earth, man. All right, so now we already understanding his majesty. This is how grand he is. Go ahead.
That proves the earth is round too.
Yeah, yep, because I think that goes into the sphere.
Yep.
You know?
And the inhabitants thereof are as grasshoppers.
The inhabitants thereof are as grasshoppers, man. So you've been in a plane, if you've been in a plane, if you've been in a big building, and you would have looked down to see crowds of people on those main streets, man, there's something similar to how the Most High looks at us, man.
Yep.
All right? The inhabitants are like grasshoppers, man. All right? This is the great he is. All right? The great Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. All right?
That stretches out the heavens as a curtain.
Yep. That's like the universe, man. And that's why you look in the sky and you see all these different stars and constellations, man. All right? He did that, man. All right?
Even in certain versions of the Bible, for heavens, it will say expanse. Ooh. So like, you know, our heavens, you know, the sky is stretched out, but how much more, like you said, the universe.
Right. Yep.
That stretches out the heavens as a curtain and spread them out as a tent to dwell in.
Yep. That's why it says in St. John, 14, yep. In my Father's house are many mansions. And if you go into the word mansion in the blue letter Bible, it goes into dwellings. I'm going to show you that, but like you was describing this great expanse, which is Earth, all right, there's also other great expanse, which are other planets.
Yep.
Planets are meant to be inhabited.
So spread them out as a tent to dwell in. Woo! Like you said, you know, a while ago, man, like those planets not just there for decoration.
Yeah. All things sell their uses. Yeah. And Earth is a great house. So we got to get into, man, the Yahweh Ba'ashem Shai created a habitation for Israelites, man. All right? That's how you can be a man, right? And you'll build a house, but you'll build that house for your woman to inhabit it.
Right.
All right, but that woman will have servants, right? All right, that's the Most High creating Israel on the planet Earth, and those servants are those other nations.
Yep.
That's why Ezra asked the Most High, if the world didn't be created for our sakes, why don't we have a portion in it? All right, because really this is our house the Most High built for us, but we're now made servants to our servants. But going back to the point, this is a description of a characteristic of the great he is, man.
Verse 23, that bringeth the princes to nothing.
Yep.
He maketh the judges of the earth as vanity.
Yep. That's why he what does it say in Psalm 75? The Most High is the judge.
Yep.
He put it down one and set it up another.
Yep.
All right.
Yea, they shall not be planted. Yea, they shall not be sown. Yea, their stock shall not take root in the earth.
Yep.
You talking about the elite.
Yep.
Elite of Edom. And he shall also blow upon them, and they shall wither, and the whirlwind shall take them away as stubble.
Yep. And like you said, that's disappointing the enterprise of the New World Order, the enterprise of Esau, Edom, man. They're not going to fully establish the New World Order. Okay.
To whom then will ye liken me?
Yep.
Or shall I be equal?
Yep. So this is Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai saying, I think you've done lessons on this, man. The Most High is very confident, man. You can even say proud, man. All right, not proud because pride belongs to powers.
Yeah.
It doesn't belong to mankind. So the Most High is making a great comparison, man. All right, so who can you compare to me? That's why you hear rappers, they take on a godlike complex like Jay-Z. They have songs, after me, there should be no more. So for one last time. No, he was copying that characteristic of the Most High, man.
Because Jacob be like, you know, they the best this,
Yep.
the best that, you know. Because now Jake will say, well, they're this now. Instead of them saying they're the best at it, they're the God at it.
Yep.
Like a lot of Jakes be doing it.
I'm the God of this. And you know, Jake is like they're imitating the Most High when they do rap songs.
Yep.
Because the Most High is I hate to put it in an urban way, but the Most High is he's rapping. Like, you know, he's talking about how great he is, you know?
Man. Verse 26, lift up your eyes on high.
Yep.
And behold, who have created these things?
Yep.
That bringeth out their host by number.
Yep.
He calleth them all by names.
Yep.
By the greatness of his might.
Yep. Because it says he knows the stars of heaven. Or he knows all the host of heaven. It also tells you in Matthew 6 that he knows the number of your head. All right, this is him. This is his power. He's projecting power when he speaks on this.
Can count all our hairs.
Yep. That's power. He created power. That's why he's called a power, man. We need a power to deliver us from the claws of Esau, man. All right? Yeah, the best kind. All right?
He calleth them all by names by the greatness of his might.
Yep.
For that he is strong in power, not one faileth.
Yep.
Now, that's the point on that.
Yeah, that's pretty much the point. If you could get Isaiah 66:1, that just quickly goes into that. Like I said, the purpose of this live stream is to hopefully paint a description of our power, man. A proper description of our power. All right?
Isaiah chapter 66, verse 1. Thus saith Yahweh, the heaven is my throne, and the earth is my footstool.
Yep.
Where is the house that ye build unto me?
Yep.
And where is the place of my rest?
All right, so that's that grand mentality of Yahweh Shema Shai. Okay? And you can get Job 4:19. All right? We'll just, I believe and just run through them. All right? But this is the Most High. And it is mindset towards earthlings and towards people, man. All right?
Job chapter 4, verse 19. Begin at verse.
Yeah, the brother said knows the number of sand grains, man. Then I saw a brother in a group chat. He put a picture of grains of sand under a microscope, and they look like different gemstones, man. Then somebody just put a picture of a human cell under a microscope, and they've recently only been able to put a human scale with that type of zero in, technology, for lack of better words, and it looked like a damn carnival. The damn human cell under a microscope looked like a great carnival, man. All right?
Man, it's crazy because I was listening to Talk Radio Coast to Coast. You had an Edomite guest on there. It was basically saying there has to be a higher intelligence. There has to be an intelligence that made all this, because you look at everything has DNA. It's basically everything has software. Everything has programming. And he said there's not one creature on this earth that's not complicated. Mm-hmm. Everything is complex. Yep. So it had to be a maker.
Yep, because your DNA, Esau was going into it, your DNA has information.
Yep.
And Esau can't explain that. Those evolutionary theorists, they can't explain why your DNA has information, because that information is passed down to your offspring. All right?
Job chapter 4, beginning verse 17. Shall mortal man be more just than the Most High?
Yep.
Yahweh? Shall a man be more pure than his maker?
Yep. And mortal man, you have to understand the viewpoint of Yahweh Shema Shai has towards us, for us to be referred to as mortal man. All right?
Behold, he put no trust in his servants.
His servants are the angels. The Most High doesn't count his angels perfect. That's what that means, man. All right? He counts them as having flaws, so to speak, man. Or imperfections, man. All right?
And the angels perfect.
And they're perfect. All right.
And his angels he charged with folly.
Yep.
Hey, with the word folly, it means error.
Error. So if the angels are perfect, but the Most High perceives them as imperfect, how much less us, man? But how much greater him?
Yeah.
You know, like it goes into Wisdom of Solomon 13. How much more the author of beauty? If you worship his creation, how much more should you worship the creator?
Yep.
The earth is a moving art show, man. All right, the transition of the sun going up to the sun going down to the full moon on top of a Black Sea at night. That's the most beautiful thing you can see, man. The Mediterranean area, those islands on the Mediterranean, man. Hey, that's the author of beauty created that, man.
All right. It's all a moving picture.
It's a moving picture. The birds in the sky, all right, flying in formation, the birds chirping, all the different colors and species of birds. Why does the Most High do that, man? Because the Most High is like a gardener. He's a great, that's the nature of a king, is to deck out his palace, man. And heaven is like the earth is like his palace, man. All right.
And his angels he charged with folly. How much more, how much less in them that dwell in houses of clay?
Who are they that dwell in houses of clay? It's us, man. All right. These human bodies make us them that dwell in houses of clay, man. All right. Clay basically means earth. All right. We dwell in these earth suits, these earthly tabernacles, man. All right. Like it says in 1 Corinthians 15, how the first man, Adam, was like from the earth, something like that. The first man was earthy, the second man was celestial, something to that effect.
Yep.
You know? But the reason why I said that, the Most High referred to us as them who dwell in houses of clay. So who is he? All right? So who is he? All right? You gotta get him.
No, I was gonna finish this off, and I was gonna get precept.
Okay, come. Yeah, come.
How much less in them that dwell in houses of clay, whose foundation is in the dust?
Yeah, our foundation is the dust, man. Because we come from the earth, man. When we die, our spirit goes back to our Father, but our earthly tabernacle goes back to the ground. All right.
Well, what he told Adam, dust thou was, and dust should thou return.
Yep.
Paraphrasing.
Yep.
Which are crushed before the moth.
Yep. hey, I was thinking about the movie Paid in Full. It was like, man, niggas get shot like every day, B.
Like it's nothing.
Like it's nothing, man. That's what it means when you're crushed before the mouth, man.
It's a light.
It's
thing,
like death happens like it's nothing. Like, y'all look when you read certain scriptures, it's from the viewpoint of the Most High and the angels looking down on earth, man, from the spirit world. It's seeing traffic, it's seeing millions and billions of people, seeing death, seeing somebody get run over by a chariot or a car, all right, seeing somebody get stabbed, like you die. That's why we're referred to as mere mortal. That's why I said, fear not, Jacob, thou worm.
Yep.
What, we're going to get some more scriptures to go into it, but how the Most High perceives us, it reveals who he is.
Got something for you?
Okay, come on.
Sirach, also known as Ecclesiasticus, chapter 17, verse 32. He vieweth the power of the height of heaven, and all men are but earth and ashes.
Hey, that is a ruling class statement, man. Do you know how grand of a statement that is? That reminds me of something off the Avengers, man, or something like Percy Jackson and the Olympians, how they perceive men. All men are but earth and ashes, man.
It's a statement of a God.
That's a statement of a God, the water. Hey, man, that's scary, man. Do you know that
he's real though?
Yeah,
like,
he's real.
You know what I'm saying? We watch these movies, but like this is his movie.
This is his movie. We're in his movie. We're in his. It's a fearful thing to fall into the hands of the living power, man. That's why he's called the king of the earth. He runs everything. Because like it says in 1 Kings 17, he told Elijah, I have already commanded the ravens to feed thee. All right. So when he got to that particular brook, the ravens was already under a commandment to feed him. Now I'm watching on Netflix something called Our Planet. And the Most High had it set up to where water was on a certain part of the planet. And then the narrator of that documentary said that these birds had a mysterious, how did he put it? These birds received a mysterious signal to go to this water. What was that fucking mysterious signal, man? That was a commandment. Like how about Shema Shai to tell his birds where water was, where he put that water for them, man. All right? And you can watch the documentary, man. All right?
We got a quick one on that.
Yep.
All right, this is Ecclesiastes chapter 42. And I get to the point, verse 25. One thing establisheth the good of another.
Yep.
And who shall be filled with the beholding of his glory?
Yep. And who shall be filled with the beholding of his glory? Was it more than that, bro?
No, that was it.
You want to expound on that?
Nah, just how, like you speak before, or some of you said before, everything has a trajectory.
Yeah.
And the Lord can set up one event just to make something else happen.
Yep. Yep. Hey, the Most High, hey, because it's something called the grand scheme of things, man. See, that's another characteristic of a God. That's another characteristic of Yahweh Bashma Shai. He has a grand scheme. Like someone might ask, if there's a God, why would he have us in America like this? If there's a God, why did he allow this or that to happen to me? There's something called a grand scheme of things, man. The Most High, because what does it say now, Isaiah 46? He called the end from the beginning. He's just showing his power, man. All right? When Jake on the NBA, and they run down the court and they dunk it, boom! It ain't number 2 points. Why did he dunk it? He's showing his power, man. Because we're sons of Yahweh Shema Shai. You know?
It's all about power.
It's all about power, man. That's why Most High gives men testosterone. Testosterone makes you want power. All right?
You got something else?
All right, come.
All right. This is Ecclesiastes chapter 39 and verse 21. A man need not to say, what is this? Wherefore is that? For he hath made all things for their uses.
Hey, all things for their uses, man. And that's one thing that's fascinating about Yahweh Shema Shai. The universe, and specifically the planet Earth, all right, it's a system. It's a system within the system, man. And every single organism on the planet Earth has a purpose on this earth, all right, that goes into that system, man. All right? All things have their uses, man. All right? See, we acknowledge that workmaster, man. Mm-hmm. We don't worship gemstones. We worship the creator that created the gemstones. We don't worship animals. We worship the creator that created those animals, man. All right? Just like we don't worship women. You know, we worship the creator, man. All things have their uses. Women have their uses, man. All right? This truth is like an amethyst, man. This truth is sobering, man. It'll sober you for the matrix, man. All right?
I got another one, then I got another one behind that.
Okay,
this is Ecclesiastes chapter 39 and verse 16. All the works of the Lord are exceeding good, and whatsoever he commanded shall be accomplished in due season.
Yep. So the Most High makes commandments, man. He shot calls, man. He's the original shot caller, man. The Most High commands animals. Like I said, I watched these series on Netflix called Our Planet, and you basically see in the spirit, the Most High commands animals to take these great journeys because he's basically showing them where he put the food at, man. All right? But he commands the fowls of the air, man. He commands men. He commands an army to take over another army, man. All right? All things obey his will, man. All right? And when America gets destroyed, though, the world is going to know. The world is going to know about Yahweh Shema Shai again, man. All right? We're just the heralds. We're like the men who herald in Yahweh Shema Shai, man. Like you might have a boxer, right? But before the boxer comes, they have the music playing. They might have a rapper coming, and then the boxer might come. All right?
Yeah, that's it, man. We pretty much like hype men for the Lord.
Yup. We don't. That's it, man. You know, y'all, and you better hearken to what the hype man is saying about the Most High, man. Down here in Mississippi, all right. Well, really any football game, man. All right, before the football team comes, you might have a band. That band, you know, is playing that instrument to prepare the world, man, for that football team, man. All right?
That's what we are.
That's what we are, man. Hey, because what it say? That we're harping?
Yep.
We're piping?
We're piped unto you, you have not danced?
Yeah, you have not danced, man. All right. So y'all, hey, they better listen to that sound, man, because the time is running out. All right.
Sirach chapter 10 and verse 9.
Beautiful.
Why is earth and ashes proud?
Another scripture that's written from the perspective of the spirit world. Another scripture written from the mind of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. Can you read that again?
Sirach chapter 10 verse 9. Why is earth and ashes proud?
Who is earth and ashes? Ultimately is mankind, but specifically is Esau. All right. But look at what they're referred to. It's earth and ashes. That's a very God statement.
It's a God statement.
That's a God. Why is earth and ashes proud, man? You know?
It's crazy because Esau thought he got away with all this shit.
Yeah.
You know, so the Lord made that statement.
Yeah,
you know?
like going back to Psalms 2 and 8, you know?
Man. Can we get up for you?
Yeah, come. Might as well. You know? Hey, why is so I'm willing through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shemashah, we're unfolding the mind of Yahweh Shemashah. And after that, can you get Isaiah 55 and 8?
Come. All right. Psalm chapter 2, you will start up.
Yeah, come.
Psalm chapter 2, verse 1. Why do the heathen rage and the people imagine a vain thing?
You know, what's that vain thing? The New World Order. That everybody's going to be under you and worship you, your image.
That we had read earlier. You make the judges of the earth vanity.
Yep.
The kings of the earth set themselves and the rulers take counsel together against Yahweh and against his anointed, saying, let us break their bands asunder and cast away their cords from us. He that sitteth in the heavens shall laugh.
Hey, he that sitteth in the heavens shall laugh, man. And you can imagine a man with a very big beard and a very regal posture, laughing with a very deep, loud voice, man. All right, very proud, deep, loud voice, man. Because why is earth and ashes proud, man? You know, Most High is heavy, man. All right.
He that sitteth in the heavens shall laugh.
Yep.
The Lord shall have them in derision.
Yep. And that's the time we're coming into. You know, Esau wants to fast forward with his agenda of the New World Order. I started with the Maxine and the RFID chip, but the Most High already has them set in slippery places, pursuing the Psalm 73. Okay.
No, you want me to jump to verse 8? Or was that pretty much it?
That's pretty much it.
You want me to get in?
Isaiah 55 and 8. My thoughts on that, your thoughts. Yep. All right, just to get that great comparison of the real Yahweh Shemashah. You can't make the Most High after your own liking, man. Who he is already written in the scriptures. All right.
It shows that people really worship their own selves.
Yep.
Because they want to, make the Most High out to be what they want him to be.
Yeah, I saw a little meme, a little thing on the internet. It said, if your God allows you to do everything you want to do, then your God is you. And there's a picture of a woman looking in the mirror.
Wow.
You know?
Isaiah chapter 55, verse 8. For my thoughts are not your thoughts.
Yep. My thoughts are not your thoughts, man. All right. There goes that great comparison between the Most High or a God and mere mortals. All right.
Neither are your ways my ways.
Yep. His ways are not our ways, man. That's why a very important thing to do is basically sacrifice yourself for Yahweh Shemashah, meaning that you live after his purpose and not your own purpose, man. You subject yourself to his laws, statutes, and commandments, and his will. All right, that's a true disciple. All right.
Saith Yahweh.
Yep.
For as the heavens are higher than the earth,
yep,
so are my ways higher than your ways,
yep,
and my thoughts than your thoughts.
Yep.
I got another one.
Okay, come on.
Isaiah chapter 57 and verse 15. For thus saith the high and lofty one that inhabiteth eternity.
Hey, yes, that's the Most High, right?
Yeah.
He's referred to as the high and lofty one, man.
He's speaking about himself.
He's speaking about himself, man, in third person, man. Hey, man, because you did a video on this a couple years ago, man. Hey, this is the mindset, the mentality of Yahweh Shemashah, man.
He's the only one that can be proud.
Yep, he's the only one that can be proud, man. That's why Esau's a joke, man.
Yep.
All right.
For thus saith the high and lofty one that inhabiteth eternity.
Hey, he inhabited eternity, man. He created eternity, man. That's why Yahweh Shai is referred to Alpha and Omega, because he had a beginning and an ending. But the Most High is just he is.
He is.
He has no beginning or ending, man. This is I want to say he was either Ishmaelite or Elamite, like supposed to be one of those wise gurus. He was saying that people in the West, they can't understand the concept of God because they think that in the West people think of beginning and ending, but the Most High is really circular. If you think of something with a circle, it has no beginning or ending.
That's infinite.
It's infinite, you know. And that's how about Shema Shai. All right.
Well, something you had brought up before, like when you're dealing with the Western world, you know, which is more left.
Yep.
You know, they deal with logic and reason, but the East, you know, the right side is more spiritual.
Yep. Spirit, energy. Esau doesn't even deal with energy because spirit and energy, that's pretty, you know, that's the same thing. Esau doesn't even deal with that, man. He deals with numbers and, like you said, calculations, man. All right.
I dwell in the high and holy place with him also that is of a contrite and humble spirit.
Yep. Because the Most High, we're like lambs to the Most High, man. And the Most High wants us like in the spirit of a lamb, man, which is basically humble. All right.
To revive the spirit of the humble.
Yep.
To revive the heart of the contrite ones.
Yep. And ultimately, that's the elect. All right.
For I will not contend forever.
Yep.
Neither will I be always wroth. For the spirit should fail before me, and the souls which I have made. It's on that.
All right. Yeah. I'm thinking of the scripture. Can you get Psalms 8 and 3?
Come.
And that's another thing. He has the authority and ability to have mercy and grace. That's another God-like quality, man. Okay. All right. But we're going into the great He is, man. I think that's Psalms 83, 8 and 3. Let's see.
It's 8.
Oh, okay. Yep, 8, 3, and 4.
Psalms chapter 8, verse 3. When I consider thy heavens, the work of thy fingers, the moon and the stars which thou hast ordained. What is man that thou art mindful of him?
So when you look at the creation of Yahweh Shema Shai, the question is, well, who the hell are we in comparison to his creation, man? Who the hell are we that the Most High would even worry about us or, you know, hold us to any type of seriousness, man? It already says in Isaiah 42 that we're like the grasshoppers in the sight of Yahweh Shema Shai. All right?
And the Son of Man that thou visitest him.
Yep, that you should visit him. All right, and from there can you get...
with just the lamb back, brother. We'll say that thou visitest him, it says, pay attention to.
Yep.
Or care for. So like you said, like who are we?
Like who are we to even for him to consider us? You know, like if you can have a pride mentality, somebody talking noise to you, just ignore them. Ignore them because they're not important. Just like you tune them out. But speaking of Son of Man, you get Ezekiel 2 and 1. Because you're gonna understand who this great power is and why he speaks to us a certain way, man. All right? Because really, in the eyes of the Most High, we are ants. We are ants in the eyes of the Most High.
Ezekiel chapter 2, verse 1. And he said unto me, Son of man, stand upon thy feet, and I will speak unto thee.
I'm sorry, can you start back from the top?
Ezekiel chapter 2, verse 1. And he said unto me, Son of man.
Son of man. All throughout Ezekiel, the Most High referred to Ezekiel as Son of Man. Son meaning basically seed of man or species of man.
Species,
you know, seed of man. All right?
It's a creation.
It's like thou son of man. So who is this entity that refers to his prophet as thou son of man, thou species of mankind? Hey, man, who is this great? That's powerful, man. You know, I used to read that, like, man, why does it, you know, the spirit will jump on you like, hey, man, it's powerful. All right? The Most High, his perception of us is thou son of man, man. All right? Thou offspring of mankind. So, because what it says, how much less them that are born of a woman, that's a God statement because we're all born of women. That doesn't mean you grow up in a single parent household. What they're saying is you're born of a fucking woman. You know?
Birthed out of weakness.
You're birthed out of weakness, man. All right? Mere mortal you, man. All right? And you can get you got a precept, right? Yeah, go ahead.
Psalm chapter 103 and verse 4. Well, you know, I'm going to start at verse 13. Like as a father pitieth his children, so Yahweh pitieth them that fear him.
Yep.
For he knoweth our frame, he remembereth that we are dust.
To them that dwell in houses of clay. How much less them that dwell in the houses of clay? Job 4:19. All right. He knoweth our frame, meaning our genetic makeup, our physical makeup. These houses, that's our frame. He remembered that we're but dust. That's a God statement. That's a God statement. The Most High is not made out of earth, man. All right. That's why I say he's a consuming fire. All right. Can you read the main part again, Bakasha?
For he knoweth our frame.
Yep.
He remembereth that we are dust.
And he knoweth our frame. And he said, like going back, how much less them that dwell in houses of clay who are destroyed before the, roughly paraphrasing, we die like it's nothing.
But knoweth our frame, it says, understands our constitution.
And what's our constitution? These weak bodies we live in, man. Yep. That are contrary to the will of Yahweh Shema. But that's part of the fight. Because it says we have this treasure in earthen vessels. So our thing is to fight to stay in the spirit, fight to stay in tune, because everything in us and around us is contrary to this wisdom.
Read the next verse for you.
Yeah, come on.
As for man, his days are as grass. As a flower of the field, so he flourisheth. For the wind passeth over it, and it is gone, and the place thereof shall know it no more.
Yep. What they say, life's a beach, then you die. We're like insects. That's the proof that we're like insects in the mind of the Most High. If you have some type of favor, you might live to be 70. The last 20 years you catch a hell in your body, So that's like the flower of the field. When one season is blossoming, the next season it doesn't exist. Okay. All right.
We get for you.
Yeah. No. You go ahead. I just love my spirit.
I mean, I got another one for you.
Okay, come on. Yeah, Bakasha, can you get that?
All right. This is Sirach. Ecclesiasticus chapter 17 and verse 21. But the Lord being gracious and knowing his workmanship.
Yep. What's his workmanship? Us, man. We are his workmanship. All right. Started from the time of the creation, man. When we came out of the waters, man. All right.
I'm going to read verse 1. The Lord created man of the earth.
Yep.
And turned him into it again.
Yep. He knoweth thy frame. He remembered that we are but dust, man. All right.
He gave them few days and a short time.
Yep.
And power also over the things therein.
Yep. Going back to let him have dominion over the creatures. Going back to the time of Adam. All right.
Yes, on it.
All right. Well, that's pretty much the point. All right. Because I had a certain scripture in my spirit.
All right, go.
Oh, Job 37. All right. Because we keep bringing out these scriptures where the Most High refers to us as like mere mortal, and we dwell in houses of clay. Our frame is but dust. Or he made man from the ground. He referred to Ezekiel as thou son of man, thou species of mankind, showing you that there's a distinction between us and him. All right. That's why the creature can't fathom the mindset of the creator, man. We're his creation. So you can't fathom something you can't understand something that created you. All right. That's like if I had a fish tank, the fish tank can't understand the world outside of that fish tank. Right. You can start it probably. Let me see.
Start at the top.
Yep.
All right. This is Job chapter 37, verse 1. At this also my heart trembleth and is moved out of its place. Hear attentively the noise of his voice and the sound that goeth out of his mouth.
Yep.
He directed it under the whole heaven, and his lightning unto the ends of the earth.
Yep.
After it a voice roareth.
Hey, this is the Most High speaking now. Shalom, shalom. This is the Most High speaking now.
He thundereth with the voice of his excellency.
He thundereth with the voice of his excellency, man. But as you go into the scriptures, you will see when the Most High speak, it comes off as thunder to us mortals. You know, it comes off as thunder to us mortals, and that's the great He is. That's the great Yahweh Bashmal Shai, and that's the comparison. That's us looking at Him. That's His ex, His little creatures that dwell in houses of clay. That's what we hear when our God speaks to us. Is that us little earthlings? We hear thunder, man.
I'm thinking about like echoes. It's striking.
Yep.
Thunder striking, man.
I remember one time, it was probably close to 20 years ago now, it thundered so loud before school that everybody felt like this was a power that did this. Because when we were on the school bus, everybody was like, man, y'all heard that thunder? But this type of thunder where you feel in your spirit like, man, somebody is upset.
Yeah.
You know?
Now it says, after it a voice roareth, he thundereth with the voice of his excellency.
Mm-hmm.
And he will not stay them when his voice is heard.
Yep.
The Heavenly Father thundereth marvelously with his voice. Great things doeth he, which we cannot comprehend.
He thundered with this voice, man. That's why I say Yahweh Shai's voice was like that of rushing waters, man. All right, that's why Yahweh Shai is referred to the Lion of Judah. Now, who has a sound that sounds like thunder? A lion. Or what has a sound that sounds like thunder? A lion.
That's a roar.
It's a roar. Yeah. And if you ever go to a zoo, you hear a lion roar, it's like thunder, man.
Sound like thunder.
All right. And who else has a voice like that? Israelites, man. All right. That's why we're made after our Father, like Son, man.
Jake don't got no inside voice.
Jake don't have no inside voice. Trust me, we know. You know?
Loud as hell.
And not even attempting to be loud, man.
Yeah.
All right. Because the Most High, hey, we're his sons, man.
Yep.
It'll all make sense in the kingdom. Right now, we under Edomite supremacy, so half the world don't really see it. But you understand it in the kingdom, man. Mm-hmm. All right? Even our people, Eve hit the contacts and the blonde hair, man. Jake get rich, get surgery, light up their skin. All right? Because the Most High has been away from the earth. He has shown himself to the earth in so many years, man.
Everybody trimming their way.
Everybody's trimming their way, man. All right?
Jake want to sound like an Edomite, lighten his voice.
Yep.
Don't have that bass in his voice. Like us talking like this is a curse.
Right. It's not fitting. It's not civilized. It's not cultured. It's coarse. All right.
What do we get for you?
You know what? That's it actually. Yeah. I mean, so this year any closing precepts.
That's it.
Hey, well, let me just get this precept right quick. This is the Yah, also known as Saints of Jersey. The waters are here as with the stone. The face of the deep is frozen. Can thou bind the sweet influences of what's that? Pleiades? Pleiades. I'm sorry, and loose the bands of Orion. All right.
Pleiades star constellation.
Yep. Con. So that's just some of his creation, man.
Yeah.
And a lot of Israelites Jake like to draw. Hey man, the Most High is the ultimate artist, man. All right,
and he's saying something he know damn well we can't do.
Right, exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Which is Most High is very pompous and very bold and proud, man. And I don't mean proud like bad, but that is the nature of a king, man.
You can capture a star constellation,
right? And you can't do it, man. All right, but hey, that's just hopefully through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shema Shai, this was edifying. All right, unfolding the image of Yahweh Shema Shai, man, the great He is, man. The great and terrible demon-like power, man. With that, I hope brothers and sisters were edified. Once again, we want to give all honor and glory to
Yahweh by Shem Yahweh Shai by Shem Kakodash.
Double honors once again to our apostles, great millstone, Ruel. Peace and blessing to the house of David the elect. With that, a Bible ball.
Shalom.
Shalom.
Shalom.